If you're seeing a Hubspot validation error, don't worry. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the most common fixes step by step so you can get your form, contact, or API request working again as quickly as possible. These errors are usually caused by something small, like an email format issue, extra spaces, duplicate data, or an invalid request body. So if you want a fast and safe way to troubleshoot it, this guide is for you. And before we jump in, if this video helps you out, please hit the like button and subscribe for more simple tech tutorials just like this. Alright, let's start with the first and most important check, the email format. Hubspot expects an email address to be in the standard format name@domain.com. That means there should be no spaces, no extra characters, and no missing parts. A very common reason for a validation error is that the email field contains a typo, an accidental space at the beginning or end, or a symbol that does not belong there. So carefully inspect the email value and make sure it looks clean and valid. Next, make sure the domain itself is valid. If you're testing with a fake domain, a blocked domain, or something that doesn't exist, Hubspot may reject it. Try using a real email address from a proper domain and see if the validation error goes away. This is especially useful if you're testing forms or API submissions and you want to confirm whether the issue is with the email itself or with something else in the setup. Now let's talk about duplicates. Sometimes the problem is not the email format, but the existing contact data in Hubspot. If the contact already exists with invalid or conflicting information, Hubspot may throw a validation error when you try to update or submit new data. In that case, check the existing record and look for duplicate contacts or messy field values. Cleaning up the duplicate or incorrect data can often solve the issue immediately. If you're working with an integration or API request, the next thing to check is the request body. Make sure the JSON is structured correctly and that the email field is named properly. A small formatting mistake in the payload can cause Hubspot to reject the submission. Double-check that the email is being sent in the right field, that the syntax is valid, and that there are no missing commas, quotation marks, or broken keys in the JSON. Even one tiny formatting issue can trigger a validation error. If you've checked all of that and the problem is still there, test with another email address. This is one of the fastest ways to narrow down the cause. If a different email works, then the issue is probably with the original email value. If the second one also fails, then the problem is more likely in your form configuration, workflow, or request body. That simple test can save you a lot of time when troubleshooting. As you go through these steps, remember to check one thing at a time. That makes it much easier to identify the exact cause instead of guessing. Start with the email format, then look for spaces or extra characters, then verify the domain, then check for duplicates, and finally confirm that your request body or form submission is formatted correctly. Working through the list in order is the best way to fix Hubspot validation errors efficiently. Once you correct the issue, try submitting again and see if the error disappears. In many cases, the fix is as simple as cleaning up the email field or adjusting the JSON payload. And if you're still stuck, go back through the data carefully and compare the working example with the failing one. The difference is usually small, but that small difference is what Hubspot is rejecting. I hope this helped you fix your Hubspot validation error. If it did, please give the video a like, subscribe for more tutorials, and comment below if you want help with another Hubspot issue. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.